I think it's recording.
Yeah.
You don't have to clap, Taylor. We're starting.
It's an intro clap.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, there's the other two people.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. Let's get focused.
Yep.
What if I told you that 10,000 species go extinct every year? Well, according to the WWF, that's what may be happening. Well, it's hard to know for sure because there are many species going extinct that have still been undiscovered. The WWF states that we do know that our current rate of extinction is not natural, and they state, the rapid loss of species we are seeing today is estimated by experts to be between 1,000 and 10,000 times higher than the natural extinction rate. Loss of biodiversity is increasing every day and has extensive negative effects on us and our environment. A report from the Conservation on Biological Diversity explains why biodiversity is so crucial. At least 40% of the world's economy and 80% of the needs of the poor are derived from biological resources. In addition, the opportunity for medical discoveries, economic development, and adaptive responses to such new challenges is climate change. Animal conservation is very important as more and more species are heading towards extinction. Declining fish, bee, carnivore, and elephant populations are threatening our resources and hurling us towards an unbalanced ecosystem. Today, we will discuss how these declining animal populations are affecting us, our society, and our environment. At this moment, scientists predict that we may indeed be running out of fish in the near future, a problem since so many people rely on fish as a food source. The Save Our Seas Foundation looked over several recent studies and found that 3/4 of the world's fish stocks are being harvested faster than they can be reproduced. 80% are fully exploited or in decline. 90% of all large predatory fish, including tuna, sharks, swordfish, cod, and halibut, are already gone. Our oceans are being harvested at an alarming rate. Many people throughout the world rely on fish as a source of protein and is a staple of many diets. Unfortunately, at our current rate, we cannot sustain this level of fishing. Conservation is key if we want to keep these fish populations alive and healthy. Gaia Vince of BBC reports that a recent study shows that catches in the tropics are expected to decline a further 40% by 2050. And yet some 400 million people in Africa and Southeast Asia rely on fish caught to provide their protein and minerals. With climate change expected to impact agriculture production, people are going to rely on fish more than ever to meet their nutritional needs. Dwindling fish populations is a huge issue that may only get worse as time goes on. Effort needs to be made now to preserve this precious resource before it is too late to save the world's fish populations. Unfortunately, fish aren't the only way our food supplies are being threatened. In order to maintain our agriculture and support a healthy ecosystem, conservation of bee populations is very important. Currently, bees are dying at an alarming rate. The United States Department of Agriculture states that the total number of managed honeybee colonies has decreased from 5 million in the 1940s to just 2.5 million today. The Cierra Society for Invertebrate Conservation compiled many studies in 2012 and concluded that bees' contribution to the ecosystem through pollination is perhaps unparalleled, making them a keystone species in nearly all terrestrial ecosystems. Bees are absolutely instrumental to our world's ecosystem as they pollinate a lot of the world's food. Without bees, many of the foods will become unavailable or difficult to obtain. The Cierra Society for Invertebrate Conservation explains just how this affects us, stating that bees pollinate over 2/3 of the world's agricultural crops and are thus directly or indirectly responsible for 1/3 of the beverages and food that we consume. This contribution to the economy is measured in hundreds of billions of dollars annually. Scientists are racing to discover what is causing our bees to die at such an alarming rate. as bees are important for the economy and for our health, and without them, many foods that we enjoy today will disappear. Unfortunately, not only are bees and fish in decline, but so are other species such as large carnivores, which help us to keep our ecosystems in check. Large carnivores are in decline across the world, and they are essential for preserving healthy ecosystems. According to a peer-reviewed article from a journal called Science, 3/4 of the world's big carnivores are in decline. Large carnivores include wolves, lions, tigers, and bears, and many more that are being hunted and driven out of their territories. An article from Oregon State University notes that fewer predators lead to an increase in browsing animals such as deer and elk. More browsing disrupts vegetation, shifts birds and small mammals, and changes other parts in the ecosystem, which results in widespread cascade of impacts. Carnivores are important for keeping prey populations in check. Without them, changes in the ecosystem go unchecked, causing much damage. However, carnivores are not the only species crucial to preserving healthy ecosystems. Elephants also play a key role. Though it doesn't get much attention, elephant populations are on the decline, though elephants are key to preserving their ecosystems. The International Union for Conservation of Nature stated that new analyses released today find that if poaching rates are sustained at current levels, Africa will lose 1/5 of its elephants in the next 10 years. Elephants are often poached for their ivory and are then left for dead as whole carcasses with only their tusks taken. This is a huge problem, not only ethically, but biologically. The WWF explains that elephants are crucial to the environment, as they create clearings in the forest and gaps in the canopy that allow for tree regeneration. And many plants rely on elephants, passing seeds through their digestive system in order to spread. Overall, elephants are crucial to maintaining the environment for many species and are important for preserving rich biodiversity. Unfortunately, poachers have caused a steep decline in elephant populations despite conservation efforts. As you can see, in terms of animal conservation, we are in dire straits. Millions of species of animals are in decline, threatening the stability of our ecosystem and putting our resources at risk. Looking out for our wildlife matters. Without these crucial animal populations, we are at risk of losing many resources of food, slowing our medical progress, and causing a steep decline in our economy. So next time you see a bee, don't kill it because you may be putting at risk the produce you consume every day. And when you have fish for dinner, remember that in coming years, fish may just be a rare commodity. Yay.
Clap, clap, clap. I can't clap because I'm holding the camera.
So, you don't have to go through. You're so weird.
Standing clap?
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
Wait, it didn't focus.
It's fine.
Okay. And then there's me.
And then there's Samson.
Try to make the worst
Alright.